Dearest gentle viewer, this is me, Frachidi, your new YouTube friend. Filipinos are all over the world, and I would not be surprised if you have already encountered some of our cultural habits. If you are not familiar with them or not used to them, it may seem funny or even strange. But once you understand what it means to our country, you will not only appreciate them but also understand that Filipinos are really highly relational people. Now here are some of my experience while staying here in Germany. Number 1. Bending down to leave the classroom. In the Philippines, whenever you want to step out of the classroom to take a bathroom break, we usually do this kind of habit. And how do we usually do it? We extend one or both of our hands and then bend our head to the ground. We can do this as low as possible. Our intention of doing so is to show respect, especially if there is somebody who is speaking in front of the classroom. And our intention too is to not disturb the class. I always do this here in Germany, and my classmates were puzzled about it. One day, my teacher caught my attention and asked me, "Was magst du?" And then I told him what it means in our country, and then he understand it. The next thing he said is that, "Oh, that is unnecessary. Don't do it the next time." You know, guys, it is very natural for me to do this kind of habit because I am used to, especially when we are in the university. But now that I am here, I seldomly do this kind of habit. Number 2 is saying yes with sounds. Whenever somebody asks me here a question, or if I am agreeing to somebody, I usually say or mm-hmm. One time, my teacher asked me if I did my assignment, and what I said was, mm-hmm. And then he was so confused, and he was about to laugh, and the next thing he asked, what do you mean by that kind of sound? And I said, "Oh, Entschuldigung. What I mean is, yes." After this kind of situation, whenever somebody asks me a question or if I am agreeing to somebody, I will not make a sound like this anymore. Number 3 is addressing the elderly people here by sir or mom. In the Philippines, it is very common to call the elderly people by sir or mom. And so, my first day in my class here in Germany, I called out my German teacher by sir. And then he looked at me with surprise and he asked me, "Are you from the Philippines?" And I told him, "Yes, you are right." And he was like, "Oh, I can tell by the way you told me this kind of greetings." And he told me that Filipinos are the best people all over the world. And he said that he has a lot of great experiences with Filipino people. And I am so proud at that day. Number 4 is lip point. This kind of habit is not only pointing things or not only pointing directions. We also do this if we want somebody to speak. Like for example, what happened in my classroom. And my group will report in that day. And so I do this kind of habit to tell my classmate that it is his turn to speak. And so I did this. And then he was like, and I did it again. And he laughed and he giggled and I told him, "Hey, it's your turn to speak. So speak now." After that day, I realized that this kind of habit can be easily misunderstood by other people. And so, whenever I want somebody to speak or it's their turn to speak, or whenever I point directions or point things to German people, I will not use my lips. Number 5 is rice obsession with one foot on the chair while eating. Filipinos are known to eat like this and known to eat rice every day. If we are skipping rice in our meal, we think that it is impossible to get out of the day. I am so lucky while staying here in Germany that we have a friend of ours from Italy where their rice is so good. Their company is called Ditaki, and I will put the link in my description box. And so if you are here in Berlin, Germany, don't forget to check their rice or even try if you haven't tried it yet, because I gave it 10 out of 10 because it is the best rice I've ever had. And this company don't have just rice, they also have pasta and many other things. Sitting one foot on the chair is also a common trait that Filipinos do. And so I always do this at home. My German boyfriend told me to stop because I'm already here in Germany, and I apologized and told him that it's so natural to me and I don't think that I can change on how I eat. But for Filipinos who do this, make sure that you do this at the privacy at your home. Do not do this in restaurants or in a public setting. The takeaway of this video is that Filipinos believe in a saying, old habits die hard. And so these Filipino habits and Filipino cultures are so natural to us to do so, and it's very impossible to change in a day. And we all know that this could be funny or this could be strange to other people, but living abroad at a very young age makes me realize that what makes us different is what also makes us special. At the end of the day, Filipinos are welcome all over the world and loved by many people because we are known to be good people and good workers. That is all for now, guys. Thank you for watching. Don't forget my links in my description box if you want to say hi or if you have a video request. Ciao!